COPPA actually does affect my channel, and here's why. Well, it wasn't a few days ago. It was actually a while ago, but I haven't uploaded. So in the time line of the channel, it wasn't that long ago. I haven't recorded a video in a while, so I'm a little bit off on my speech. But COPPA actually does affect my channel in some way because if COPPA's working out the way people say it'll work out, then my channel is in ever so slight danger. I don't get, of course, well, everyone's main, the main reason why everyone's scared is because they don't want their revenue being taken away. But I don't have enough subscribers to get revenue. But I still don't want my videos being claimed and all my comments being deleted. Because like you don't get ads on videos then you don't get revenue. I'm not old enough to get revenue, but my comments can still be disabled and all that. So did I say I'm not old enough? Did I just say I'm not old enough to get revenue? I mean, no, I don't have enough subscribers. I don't know. I don't know what I said. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, COPPA doesn't affect my channel because it's anything that has cartoon characters in it, which, cartoon characters, that can even be put down to like, Bendy. He's kind of a cartoon character, and it also depends on if the majority of your audience is kids, and the majority of my audience is kids. I'm pretty sure that's the only people that watch my channel are kids. I don't know if there's anyone that's 18 and over watching my channel. If you are, do something better with your life. But yeah, I mean, unless you legitimately enjoy my videos, that's just a joke, by the way. I feel like it's kind of stupid that sometimes you have to tell people it's a joke. I don't mean it seriously. Calm down. But sometimes you have to, because if I say do something better with your life, somebody got pissed off at me once because I asked if you could go follow me on Twitter. So I have to be really cautious about what I say on the channel, apparently. Because, it's open to the world, and people in the world are stupid. Anyway, yeah. What I'm trying to say is that, especially, like, I took a big break from doing review videos. Videos that reviewed, pop figures, I don't know, Funko action figures, plushies. The main, like, it's not what the main focus on the channel is supposed to be, but what everyone likes to see is the plush videos. Those always get freaking lots of views. I don't know why. Also, the mystery minis. Mystery minis and, like, the mystery kind of bag clips. Those get a lot of views. I don't know why. Oh, speaking of pop figures. I'm currently debating on if I want to do a full video on this, and I don't know if anyone watching this video legitimately cares, but I was at an antique store today, and this isn't really antique. I don't know why it was at an antique store, but they were selling this for like $12, and the box is kind of damaged, but not really. It's a Chase Porg. It's my first ever Chase pop figure, and it was just lying around for $12. That's the same price any normal pop figure is. And it's my first Chase pop figure. I don't know why it was just laying around for $12 in an antique store. There isn't really a whole lot different about it. It's just an entirely brown one with the white eyes instead of the orange around it. It's just got entirely white eyes and it's all brown and its mouth is open. I don't know why this one was. I don't know why. I don't know why nobody got it, but I'm happy I got it because this is my first Chase pop figure. So nobody cares. Let's get back to the point of the video. But yeah, also, there's been a lot of pop figures on the channel. There's been a lot of pop figures on the channel that I have not reviewed. I'm trying to fix this. There's a lot of pop figures on the channel that I have not reviewed because I don't really like doing pop figure reviews anymore because that's what gets everyone's attention. And granted, my gaming videos aren't the best. I'll admit that. Most of the time, the audio's delayed because my computer doesn't even run at 1080p. It runs at like 680p. So, like, a lot of games I play run at 1080p, and my computer runs at like 680. So, yeah, my screen recorder doesn't capture the audio fast enough because the game's moving too fast for my computer. Thus, a lot of the times the audio is delayed. And my webcam gets delayed and everything, and by the end of the recording, you can't even watch it. But, yeah, gaming videos is supposed to be the main focus on this, but also my gaming videos are trash. So, I don't. I try to record gaming videos, and some games work, but a lot of times they don't. And it's the games that work that I'm really happy for. You know, like Bendy, Faith. That's about it. Bendy and Faith. And at first, Bendy didn't work, but then when they did that full update, then my computer worked because you could change the pixel setting. That's why it worked. I was able to change the pixel setting on the game itself of Bendy and the Ink Machine from 1080p to 680p, and that's why it worked. So if it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't be able to run my game. And if you don't know what 1080p means, it's like 1080 pixels. So like it means that on your computer there is 1,800 pixels. That's what that one thousand 1,080 no 1,000 no 1,080. That's what I meant to say. There's 1,080 pixels on your computer, but on mine there's only 680. If you don't know what that means, it means my screen is smaller. Basically, that's what that means. So yeah, also my computer's ancient, and I should get a new one, probably, but like, I haven't yet, because computers are expensive, and I don't have a whole lot of money in the first place. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? How COPPA affects me. That's what this video is about. COPPA affects me because a lot of the videos I do include, like, video game characters. Or, like, I don't know, games that, things that attract kids. For example, Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's is viewed upon as, like, okay, a kid's thing. It's a childish thing. But the thing people don't realize, okay, the premise of the first game, the premise of the first Five Nights at Freddy's, is that a guy walked into a restaurant, murdered 4 kids, 5. He murdered 5 kids, and shoved their bodies into animatronics. Does that sound like a kid's game to you? So Five Nights at Freddy's is an example. Bendy, then Bendy is my favorite. Why I always get this itch on the back of my head back here? I don't know why. Bendy is another game. Bendy's my favorite game of all time, and if you've been on the channel long enough, then you know that. But Bendy is also looked at a child thing, because a lot of kids like Bendy. I'm not saying that a lot of adults like Bendy, or people that are at least old enough to understand the concept of Bendy and like the concept of Bendy, like me, who is absolutely obsessed with Bendy and do not rival my knowledge for Bendy, because if you give me a full-on 50-page test on every single little thing in Bendy, I will beat you. I will get an A++ on that. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Bendy. Like, the game's basically, like, you took people, you threw them into a machine, and, like, they got... No, that kind of sounds like a cartoon concept. The basic way to explain it is you threw people into a machine and it transformed them into cartoon characters. But then again, there's also these deformed monsters that came out of that, because the machine didn't always work the first time. And... I don't know. The first thing of Bendy's weird. I've looked at all the theories of it, and I don't exactly know which one to believe. I don't know which one to go with. Because, like, apparently Bendy was made... Okay, let's forget the premise of the story. Let's just talk about Bendy. Bendy is a hollow, soulless, empty demon. He's just a shell. And his only motive, his only goal for the entire thing is to kill you. Does that sound like a kid's game? No. Also Rick and Morty. I don't do a whole lot of Rick and Morty on the channel, but Rick and Morty is a kid's show. No, it's not. It's not. It's the opposite of that. What am I saying? It's not a kid's show. It's TV 14 and up, and I'm 14, so hey, I get to watch Rick and Morty. Any of you below 14, you don't get to do that. Also, Minecraft is rated 10 and up. I played Minecraft when I was 8, and that was bad. That was illegal. You know that? It's not. I started watching Rick and Morty when I was 13. I know, it's like, oh my god, it's rated TV 14. You watched Rick and Morty when you were 13? Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. But Rick and Morty, is most definitely not a show for kids. Okay, it's animated. That's the thing with a lot of things, especially shows that are uploaded onto YouTube. For example, Has Been Hotel or Hell of a Boss. those are not for kids at all. And Viv even puts in front of the videos, hey, this is not for kids. And kids will still click on it, kids will still watch it, because all they see is an animated character, and they're like, oh. And apparently marking your video as for kids does not help you at all. If YouTube decides your video is for kids, you're screwed. That's basically how YouTube works. Like, if you say that your video is for kids, YouTube doesn't care. If YouTube or the FTC decides that your video is made for kids, bop, that's it. You're done. Your video is marked for kids. There's nothing you can do about it. Even if you say your video isn't for kids, if YouTube decides that, YouTube's decision trumps over yours. So if they decide your video's for kids, then bop, your video's out of here. Your revenue's gone. Your comments are gone, and that's what happens. So COPPA is just a bad thing. COPPA is not helping anyone. And by 2020, I know a lot of YouTubers are either leaving the platform or going to another platform, such as, like, there's Vlare TV, except I'm in a little bit of trouble. Because people that have Vlare TV also have iPhones. I don't have an iPhone. I have an Android. I don't have iPhone. So I can't install Vlare TV because that's an app that's only on the iPhone. It's not on Android. That's the same reason why I haven't been able to do the FNAF AR special delivery. I wanted to do a video on that, but when I went to install the app, that app is only available on iPhone. It's not available on Android, which is why I can't play FNAF Augmented Reality, which sucks, but, you know, life goes on. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. COPPA does affect my channel. I don't know if this means I'm going to be changing my content. I don't know if I'm going to be switching to another platform. I'm not stopping entirely. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I need to change my content, if I need to, I don't know what I'm saying. Cause it's also like, YouTube's like, okay, you can't make sure your video's for kids, but you have to make sure your video's, like, for adults. So, like, a lot of people's solution is just to swear. Okay, if you swear in your videos, which I'm technically not allowed to. I mean, I guess, but that's not a very good solution. But a lot of people are like, ooh, if I swear, then my video won't be for kids. But if you swear too much, you get demonetized. And there's this really gray, blurry line in between there that you can't exactly find. And it's just bad. Nobody likes it. YouTube, stop COPPA. FTC and COPPA is not going to work. It's just not. You can find better solutions than this. And I think by far, at least in my time on YouTube, this has been, like, the stupidest thing that's happened. In my time on YouTube, which has only been about 3 years, I think, there's a lot of people that have been on here for way longer. But in at least my time on YouTube, which has been for about 3 years, this is probably the stupidest thing that they've done. And they have to do it around now, too. What's today? Like, November 20-something? I don't know. It's very close to December. Which means hashtag Christmas, y'all. But, or happy holidays. Or, I don't know. What's another? Happy Hanukkah? Merry Christmas? What's another holiday people celebrate around Christmas? I don't know. I celebrate Christmas, so I'm going to say Merry Christmas. I'm sorry if saying Merry Christmas offends you, but that's the holiday I celebrate, so that's the holiday I'm going to recognize. I'm sorry if that offends you. I'm not very serious about this. There was a guy, we put up one of those, I don't know what it's called, but it's like that scene of, like, where Jesus is born, and you got Mary, and you got Joseph, and you got all the sheep and all the people. The barn kind of scene where Jesus is born. We had one of those up in our city, and some guy filed a complaint to the city because he's like, hey, I don't like this because I'm an atheist, so take it down. That's not what he said, but it's basically what he said. This guy was an atheist, and he calls up the city, and he's like, hey, take this down because I don't like it. I don't believe in this. Take it down. And it's even in this one weird corner part that, like, nobody ever looks at, and it's there every year. So I guess this guy's new, and he, like, just moved over here, and he's like, hey, I don't like this over here. I don't know. People are weird. Like, just deal with it, or don't drive down that path, or do something, okay? Because the city's not going to take it down just because of you. If it was a massive complaint and a lot of people were talking about it, about how it bothers them, then maybe, but just you alone isn't going to do anything. And I know this guy's not watching my video. I don't know why I'm talking to him directly, but whatever. If you watch to the very end of this video, comment spectacles. That's SPECI. No, not I. I don't know how to spell spectacles. Just put specs. SPECS. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Hope you have a good day. Inclined N